maybe no.
That'd be awesome. Right? It kind of stinks. 'Cause I'm 19.
Yeah.
And so I got put on Twitter yesterday. It should be illegal to fly out here because I am bored.
Well, the Joe Gibbs development driver, Darrell Wallace, enjoying his time here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We'll see you, buddy. Darrell Wallace, very much a bright future at Joe Gibbs Racing. And folks, some of the drivers have surfaced. There's some champions down there too if we go down there and look. Let's see if we can snake our way through this corridor, this brand new Chevrolet. Look at the, by the way, look at the right side of this car. See this little shelf over the right rear? It's one of the new design features on these cars, making them look more like stock cars. They look awesome. Hey, there's Ricky Stenhouse, your 2012 champion in the Nationwide Series. What's up, buddy?
I love you hanging out. You hang out with us all the time.
Hey, you know what? I hang out with the cool people.
Sorry, I got to get rules.
He's got to work. And James Busher, of course, the X-Side, the champion in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series this year. Lots of fun here. Let's see if we can walk on down, because I think driver intros are going to...
Ricky, you're going to walk straight through the car?
Driver intros are about to happen here.
Are you introducing one of the...
All right, let's bring you down this corridor again. You hear that noise and those cheers. That means the Sprint Cup stars are about to come down here. Here's Jeff Gordon's Drive to End Hunger Chevrolet. Jeff Gordon receiving the Myers Brothers Award today and getting choked up in the process for all of his charity work outside of the race car. A big thank you to Jeff Gordon for all he does for this sport and for people outside of the sport, using his platform as an athlete very well and very deserving of that award. There's the guy who finished second in points. To Brad Keselowski, number 15 of Clint Bowyer. And here's the champion's car once more, the Miller Lite, number 2 of Brad Keselowski. Driver introductions are about to get underway here. Let's show you what's going on the stage.
All right, our next driver coming out here, driving the 2013 Chevrolet SS, is another young star, one who just captured his first NASCAR Camping World Truck Series championship for Turner Motorsports. At 22 years of age, he won 4 Truck Series races to become the second youngest champion in series history. Please welcome James Busher. Let's give him a big round of applause, Las Vegas. And driving the 2013 Toyota Camry is an exciting young driver who's destined for future stardom. A graduate of NASCAR's Drive for Diversity program, he ran first NASCAR Nationwide Series races this season with immediate success. He scored 3 top 10s in 4 races in 2012. Not too bad. Please welcome to the main stage, Joe Gibbs Racing, Darrell Wallace Jr.
You saw Darrell Wallace Jr. right there before. We met him before, and there he is.
The main stage. Big congratulations on an outstanding 2012 season, all the young rising stars of NASCAR. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I'm going to let you head on over there and get in the cars. So thank you so much for joining us. One big round of applause, Las Vegas.
Number 1.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for. Finishing 12th in points is the 10-time winner of the Most Popular Driver Award. Driver of the number 88 Diet Mountain Dew National Guard Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Making his way among the cars right now. Now, Dale Earnhardt Jr. made his 50th have you on the NASCAR case for the Sprint Cup this season. Now continues on to the main stage. Cal Junior Nation is alive and well here in Las Vegas.
Maybe if we looked hard enough.
All right, next up, finishing 11th in points is New Jersey native Martin Truex Jr., who's driver of the number 56 Napa Auto Parts Toyota for Michael Waltrip Racing. This is Truex's second appearance in the chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup. His previous stint was in 2007, where he also finished 11th in the standings. Martin Truex Jr. has also made a great effort to help all of the victims from Hurricane Sandy. Let's give a big round of applause for Martin Truex Jr. All right, finishing 10th in points is four-time season champion, driver of the number 24 Drive to End Hunger, DuPont Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. Gordon made the chase as the second wild card this season. This is his 7th consecutive chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup. Gordon won the season finale at Homestead Miami Speedway, posting his 87th career win. Welcoming to the main stage, the 24 Hendrick Motorsports driver, Jeff Gordon! One big round of applause for the 24 car. Now coming up next, we have the man known as Smoke, finishing 9th in points, is last season's champion, driver of the number 14 Office Depot Mobil 1 Chevrolet for his own team, Stewart-Haas Racing, a 3-time NASCAR Sprint Cup Series champion who has posted 3 wins at Auto Club Speedway, Daytona, and right here in Las Vegas, Mr. Tony Stewart. Any Tony Stewart fans out there? I think we got one right here. Do you have anything you want to say to Tony? Always smiles. Next up, finishing 8th in points, driver of the number 29 Budweiser Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing. 19th series win this season, doing a green-white checkered finish at the end of the Phoenix chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup race. A man you all know, Mr. Kevin Harvick. All right, finishing 7th in points is Matt Kenseth, driver of the number 17 Best Buy Ford for Roush Fenway Racing. The 2003 NASCAR Sprint Cup Series champion has made 8 total chase appearances. He recorded 3 wins this season, including the season-opening Daytona 500 under the lights in prime time. Welcome to the main stage, Mr. Matt Kenseth. All right, Las Vegas, I'm sorry. I was under the impression that y'all are NASCAR fans. Can you get loud for me, please? I want to hear some rowdy NASCAR-loving fans. That's right. Finishing 6th in points is Denny Hamlin, driver of the number 11 FedEx Express Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. The Chesterfield, Virginia native has made the chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup in all 7 of his full-time seasons. That's absolutely amazing. He was tied for the series high in victories this season with 5, along with Jimmy Johnson and Brad Keselowski. Welcome to the main stage, driver of the number 11 Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota, Denny Hamlin. Any Denny Hamlin fans out there? Okay, finishing 5th in points is Greg Biffle, driver of the number 16 3M Ford for Roush Fenway Racing. This is Biffle's 5th chase appearance in his career. Biffle brought home the trophy twice this season, once at Texas and once at Michigan, and was the highest finishing Ford driver. A big round of applause for Greg Biffle. Finishing 4th in points is one of the wild card recipients, Casey Kane, driver of the number 5 Farmers Insurance /HendrickCars.com Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. Making a stop at his own car over there. In just his first season with Hendrick Motorsports, Kane posted 4 poles, 2 wins, 1 at Charlotte and 1 at New Hampshire. Welcome to the main stage, Casey Kane. Finishing 4th in points Finishing third in points is Jimmy Johnson, driver of the number 48 Lowe's Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. Johnson made history as the only driver in NASCAR history to win 5 consecutive championships. In 2012, he won 5 times at Darlington, Dover, Indianapolis, and the 7th and 8th races in the chase at Martinsville and Texas. To the main stage, Jimmy Johnson. All right, next up, finishing second in points, is Clint Bowyer, driver of the number 15 5-hour energy Toyota for Michael Waltrip Racing. Bowyer joined MWR this season, and with a runner-up finish at Homestead, secured second in points for the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series Championship.
He had a heart like a 9-pound hammer. Think he even did a little time in the slammer. What was I thinking? She snuck out one night.
All right. And finally, your 2012 NASCAR Sprint Cup Series champion, Brad Keselowski. Driver of the number 2 Miller Lite Dodge for Penske Racing, Keselowski gave owner Roger Penske and Penske Racing their first NASCAR National Series championship when they won the NASCAR Nationwide Series in 2010. And now he brings Penske and the organization their first NASCAR Premier Series championship. Brad also brought up the 5th championship for Dodge and first since 1975. Let's give a big round of applause to NASCAR Sprint Cup Series champion, Brad Keselowski. Commissioner and LVCVA Chairman Tom Collins. Also to present the key to the city to Sprint Cup Series champion Brad Keselowski, we have Mayor Carolyn Goodman. As they make their way up to the main stage, Carolyn Goodman and Tom Collins presenting Brad with the key to the city.
Interested in your comments or anything. These handsome guys want my girls. These beautiful girls. Jen on my right and Holly on my left. Now you guys and Brad, where are you? No, I'm looking. You're all Brad. Oh, yes, you do. This is so exciting for us here in Las Vegas because we are the place where everything happens. And we've had a 17-year relationship with NASCAR. So how exciting for you? Are you thrilled?
I'm thrilled, absolutely. Thanks for having us out here. I can't believe we're going to shut down the strip and do burnouts. Who's going to watch the burnouts? Thank you very much for allowing us to come here and tear your city up.
We're not done yet. How about you all on the overpass? Can you hear anything? Absolutely not. We can't hear you. How about some noise for these great drivers? Okay, so what we have here today, some of you may know that I am the wife, a 50-year wife of the past 12-year mayor of this great city. And so lucky me, you know, Oscar went everywhere with these gorgeous, gorgeous showgirls that are Las Vegas. My smorgasbord is right behind me, these guys. So you are my showmen, and what we have today, do you have a formal piece of paper, Commissioner? Yes, you do. You read yours because I have to undo all this stuff, please.
Hey, y'all. Hey, we love NASCAR, huh? You hear that music? The best song on that loudspeaker was Edgar Winter's, right? The song Frankenstein, right? Are you talking about crazy? Let's go run a car fast in a circle going to the left like a good Democrat, right? I got to tell you how lucky Brad is. He won the Sprint Series Cup on November 18th, right?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that.
November 18th is the date my first wedding was November 18th.
How many weddings have you had?
And Brad's birthday is Abraham Lincoln's birthday, so there.
At least he's not from Illinois. I have a proclamation from the Clark County Commission. We represent a little bit over 2 million people in southern Nevada, from Primm and Laughlin all the way to Mesquite. And we represent a lot of folks from different places, but you know what makes us more happier is 2 million people here in Las Vegas love 40 million tourists that come here. And something that brings those tourists here is folks like the ones that come to NASCAR. All right, Las Vegas Motor Speedway, right? Who's been there, right? Mayor, you got to get in touch.
I raised my hand.
Okay. We love to have fun. We both serve on the convention authority. I'm the chairman, and she's going to be the next chairman in a couple years when I retire out, when she grows up, yeah. Brad, you're a fabulous guy. We're glad that you have a great sponsor like Miller Lite. Yeah, Miller Lite? All right, come on, beer drinkers, Miller Lite, yeah! We got to start this race. You know, the county commission closes down the strip and restricts the strip for you guys to be able to do this, and I don't want you to be late. Okay? Me neither. He gets the tough driver road. He's done all these wonderful things. And you know what? You guys know more about him than what either one of us got to say, but she's gonna give you a few things. But I understand you had 2,400 points to get where you're at today. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
All right, all of you who are here. Those are players' cards. When you go in the casinos and resorts, get a player's card with 2,400 points like he's got. Probably get a couple free room nights, some meals, you know, a few drinks. Enjoy Vegas while you're here. Get a player's card. You get more out of it. At this time, because you're such an anxious young man, I want to congratulate you and present you the proclamation from the Clark County Commission.
Thank you.
You betcha, sir.
Okay, thank you, Kristen. And I have here from the city of Las Vegas, this great city, and it's a little windy up here, and yes, you want to do your victory lap. I have two things. One is proclaiming this day, November 29th, 11 days late, but NASCAR Champions Day, and I'm not going to read the proclamation because we'd be here until the sun goes down. But first of all, we give you that, and I'm going to give it to Kristen to hold. Most importantly, we very rarely give out a key to our city, only to the best of the best, and so you have earned that honor. This key to the city, after dark, opens every slot machine at the Wynn Hotel hotels.
Thank you so much for joining us up here on the main stage. Now, we need to get these drivers out there on the street and in the cars. I think where they're a little bit most comfortable. So we're going to go ahead and let those guys make their way off the main stage. Thank you so much for joining us. And what a big final congratulations.
All right, folks. You know what that means. It's time to get in these cars and get going here for NASCAR Victory Lap. That means Brad Keselowski is going to get over here pretty soon, make his way into the Miller Lite Blue Deuce. And before he does, we're going to try to talk to him. All right, this Vegas Strip is absolutely jam-packed, and I'm sure it will be the whole parade route as always. A lot of unexpected things will happen during this parade route, a lot of scheduled things. Okay, you have all these drivers behind the wheel of these race cars, so you know there's going to be some hijinks. There's going to be burnouts at a burnout station. There's going to be pit stops. You never know what you're going to see. Things get a little crazy here in the Victory Lap. We'll see who tears up their car or tears up the pavement here in Las Vegas. All the drivers now getting off the stage. Tony Stewart, always a flirt. Gotta love him. Jeff Gordon, winner of the Myers Brothers Award. Here comes Brad Kay with the new proclamation. Of course, he can't have that key when he goes. I don't think he needs the key for that race car here. Of course, there's the Blue Deuce right here. All right, we're here on the Miller Lite Victory Lap live here on NASCAR.com. And
Something's going on over here. Clint Boyer's car is being
Clint Boyer got good looking.
sequestered by a good-looking brunette, which is exactly what I would expect out of Clint Boyer.
Yeah, but you're going to be you're going to be wheeling it. Hey, we got some fan questions here from Miller Lite here. Mom DMV fan wants to know what has been the best perk about being the champ so far.
Best perk is the respect everybody shows you and the free beer.
Free beer is always a good thing. Adam Miller says, when did you begin racing, and what made you become a racer?
Girls like that. When? I don't know. My memory's lost.
All right, one last question. Do you have a date for the banquet, says DRL?
I'm working on this date. She doesn't know it yet. Well, actually, yes, she does know it, and she's a little upset, and I'm getting my head examined.
Are you going to have some fun with the Victory Lap? Tell us what you're going to do before you get in.
Well, I'm going to, say a few prayers, try to be sober, and be responsible.
Of course.
No, and I'm not going to do any of those things.
Go burn them out, okay? Brad Keselowski, the Miller Lite driver, going to get behind the wheel of this Blue Deuce car. The drivers are strapping in. Hey, Miller Coors, there's the Coors Light bus driving by. You got to love it. Hey, guess what? They're about to do the national anthem, and that means this is the time where we're in transit, folks. You see this vehicle right here? We're going to give you a unique view of this burnout. So what we're going to do is climb on this rig right here live. This should be interesting. So hopefully Cam Guy here, Matthew Dillner, doesn't fall and bust his butt. Star-Spangled Banner, and this raucous crowd here in Las Vegas is ready to go. The media has assembled on top of this. Well, this it's like a Batmobile on a flatbed. It's pretty impressive here, folks. We're going to try to take a seat here as soon as we get set to pull off right here. You see these fine gentlemen here that serve our nation, flying the colors red, white, and blue. I'll tell you what, the man who won the championship this year, when he wins a race, he flies the red, white, and blue flag out his window on the victory lap. Well, this is a victory lap of a different kind here in Las Vegas, so we hope you guys watching live on NASCAR.com are enjoying this. We're going to take a few of your questions and comments and give you some shout outs here from the Vegas Strip along this unique victory lap here on the Strip of Las Vegas.
All the drivers are now getting into their cars.
Well, folks, I think it's time for us to sit down. This should be a very interesting tour for you. We've never done this on NASCAR.com with the Victory Lap. We always try to bring you something different and unique. Of course, it was really cool that we got to spend a little time with Brad Keselowski before this event, before he straps in, taking the time, as a good champion does. You see another champion, Jimmy Johnson, the man he beat out, climbing into his car, P3 in the championship standings this year. Clint Boyer creeping up into the second spot, but there is your champion, Brad Keselowski. What a season he had. Strapping in right now, getting ready to burn down the town here in Las Vegas. He just got the key to the city. I wonder what that key opens, folks. What do you guys think? I want to know what you guys think. See if we can maybe give you a few shout outs on here. Mom D&B fan, we love that you're on here. DRL, we got your question in there. Definitely we'll get some questions in here for you. Hopefully you're populating our chat room and having a good time wherever you are around the United States of America and, in fact, around the world, because we have a lot of international traffic flow here on NASCAR.com, chiming in on all of our events. Make sure you check it out, too. Oh, gentlemen, start your engines. Start up, that unmistakable roar of a NASCAR Sprint Cup Series stock car. You gotta love it, especially here in the city streets. It's a sound we hear on Garage Cam, a sound we hear on TV, ESPN, Fox, Speed Channel, TNT, all year long, on our TV sets, everywhere, on the radio. But I'll tell you what, to hear it here in the downtown streets of Las Vegas is, quite frankly, spectacular. Folks, I can't get behind the cars are warming up right now. That's fine. You're good. You're good.
I'm up here with you now.
Our producer, Matt Stricker, just hopping on here in the vehicle. See this Sprint tablet right here that we have? That's with us every week here on NASCAR.com with our Garage Cam shows and some of our live chats. We're going to monitor what you guys are saying here on our live event, the Victory Lap, and hopefully give you some good shout-outs and field some of your questions here. Once again, I'm your host, Matthew Dillner. Welcome to the Vegas Strip, and welcome to the Victory Lap with Brad Keselowski, the champion, the driver of the Miller Lite Dodge. The first title for Roger Penske in that group after so many years of dedication in racing. A special, special moment. All right, we got some shout-outs coming in. You gotta love it. Towler HD88, we are loving it live. Woohoo! Thank you, NASCAR. Awesome. We're loving that you're on this live stream right now. Stephen Wright, I'm watching from down under in New Zealand. Stephen Wright, hey, I love having you on the show, brother. Jason Sholin at the helm of the live chat. On the other end, Matt Stricker, going to be bringing you all the great action here. We have our audio guy, Justin Ottman, with us, Matt Roper, John O'Connor, all the people back in the shop there. Bill Baker bringing this to you. And speaking of Bill Baker, he's putting together packages every day on NASCAR.com. If you didn't see yesterday's package, wrapping up the day's activities from here, when you're done with this, go to NASCAR.com, click on the videos link, and look at the latest videos. You will find yesterday's Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? And I'll tell you what, these guys put on a show here, including the Miller Lite driver right there, Brad Keselowski. What an entertaining event yesterday off of Fremont Street in old Las Vegas. So you got to check that out on the videos page. Of course, we'll have a wrap-up of this very busy day, probably one of the busiest days of the banquet. Yes, tomorrow is the actual banquet, but I'll tell you, there's a lot of events that happen today, including the unveiling of the brand new Chevrolet race car, the Myers Brothers Luncheon Awards Ceremony, where so many awards are given out to people in the industry, from media people to engine builders to crew chiefs. It's absolutely awesome tradition that NASCAR has with the Myers family. Of course, Billy and Bobby Myers, pioneers of this sport. Now on to the third generation of Myers Racing with Jason and Burt Myers, who actually presented the Myers Brothers Award today to Jeff Gordon. So great to see that tradition and that legacy continuing within NASCAR. NASCAR really caring, of course, about its roots and its tradition. And I'll tell you what, they're building one heck of a tradition here on the streets of Las Vegas. Look at this crowd, everybody. 24 Stokey. Who's going to have the best burnout? Well, if you're asking Cam Guy here, I don't know. I gotta say the 2 car is going to be pretty stout. Okay, but I don't want to put it down on just the champion. Okay, I'll say second to that might be his rival Kevin Harvick, because he always burns him down. And As a matter of fact, I think Greg Biffle might show us something a little today. Greg Biffle, a little bounce in the step today. Kasia S84, this is cool. I love this. Can we see, can I see this for the first time? Oh, they're seeing it for the first time. That's great. Seeing it live for the first time. Tyler Hill, I use your picks for Fantasy Showdown. I need a shout out. Well, Tyler Hill, thanks for watching Fantasy Showdown. And a lot of the shows we have on NASCAR.com. We hope to continue them all year next year on NASCAR.com. Riff 388. Lord have mercy. That's great. Love that sound, you said. Yes, you got to love that sound. Our audio guy, Jack, let's jack up that sound so we can hear those cars. Let's give Riff 388 what he wants to. All right, folks. Riff 388, you wanted to hear those stock cars, and we're going to give you what you want to hear here on NASCAR.com. Let's show you this vehicle that we're on. Hey, why not? This is behind the scenes. It's kind of like Garage Cam in Vegas. We've got media members down here sitting on a multi-tiered, like, Batmobile vehicle. Let's see if we can show it to you. I don't know if you can see that because I'm kind of reaching around in a Gumby position here to make that happen for you, but hopefully Cam Guy doesn't fall off the truck. Or audio guy. That's our goal today, to bring you the best show possible. Joey Bracco, thanks for the live stream. I wish I was in Las Vegas, but this is just as good as it gets from Bloomington, Illinois. Well, Bloomington, it's probably a little cold up there in Bloomington right now. Hopefully we're keeping you warm on NASCAR.com with these NASCAR Sprint Cup Series stock cars. Of course, I think it's 86 days till the Daytona 500. All you fans watching on NASCAR.com, oh, we can't wait to bring it to you. Oh, here we go. We're starting to roll down the strip here in Las Vegas, Nevada. The Sprint Cup Series pace car, and the green flag is out. Well, this isn't really a race, but I'll tell you what, this victory lap is pretty darn entertaining. Look at these fans lining the streets here in this Miller Lite victory lap. Absolutely unbelievable crowd turnout here. Look at these people. And there's Brad Keselowski. He's pushing the pace car. Pushing the pace car. Check it out. Brad Keselowski already roughing things up. You gotta love it. What a character, Brad Keselowski. First intersection. There's your champion for 2012, Brad Keselowski, the Blue Deuce. What a season for Brad Keselowski. Making some contact like he did with Jimmy Johnson in Texas. Brad Keselowski, 36 races this year, 23 top 10 finishes. What a season. 5 wins for Brad Keselowski, but no victory lap sweeter than the one he's doing right now on the streets of Las Vegas. Check it out, the Blue Deuce. Folks, if you don't think that's cool, you don't like race cars. Wow, that's awesome. Brad Keselowski pulling right next to us. We got the Eiffel Tower, the beautiful streets of Las Vegas, Nevada, and a parade of NASCAR Sprint Cup Series stock cars. Can you hear that, guys? Can you hear that? Going through another intersection right here. There is traffic stop. There are people lining up every street here, ready to see the cars and stars of the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. Look at this. Fans giving a thumbs up to the Miller Lite driver. Patricia Snyder says, hang on tight, Matthew. Minback 62, thank you, NASCAR.com, for letting us fans in on the fun from all around the country. And Austin Johnson, you say, this is awesome. Very simple, but hey, true. This is pretty cool, even for us covering this. We are very fortunate and blessed to do this for you guys every single week here on NASCAR.com, and this is just a great way to end the year. I don't think anybody is having more fun than Brad Keselowski right now. Seriously, folks. Brad Keselowski hot on the binders there as the other camera truck has to cut in front of him. Hey, it's just like a race, you know? It's always drama. That's what NASCAR is all about. Kathy Hale, wish I was there, watching from Indianapolis, Indiana. Keselowski shaking off the junk from his tires, getting some heat into those Goodyears. Oh, I'll tell you what, he's going to be getting some heat into those rear tires pretty soon. One of the burnout stations is coming up, folks. Hang on tight. Oh, folks, if you don't think that's cool, look at these guys hanging on here. Gotta love it. A few more lights here and we are at the burnout station is what I'm told. We're passing the Mirage right there on the Las Vegas Strip, past Caesar's Palace, a lot of the landmarks, but I'll tell you what, nothing is much cooler than that on the Las Vegas Strip. Brad Keselowski gunning the engine on his Penske Dodge. Dodge getting a championship in NASCAR. Yes, they will not be back next year. Penske Racing will be driving Fords. This is a crowning moment for Dodge and their program. And for Penske Racing, their first championship. What an unbelievable story. Roger Penske, been involved in the sport for so many years. What a class act, and a lot of people loving that Brad won this championship simply for Mr. Penske. Brad Keselowski, of course. Some people call him the people's champ. Oh, we're pulling him over. We're pulling him over. The officials have him pulled over, folks. I think we're about, oh yeah, you see this right here? This is right where we're going to burn out. The truck that we're on cannot do a burnout, I am told. So Cam Guy will not be in a burnout. But as you see, there is the Wynn Casino and Resort and Encore. That is where the banquet takes place, folks. So right in front of the Wynn is where we do the burnouts for Champions Week 2012. Is it Jeff says, man, this is cool. Kes needs big Miller Lite glass. Yeah. Diane Crawford making cookies and watching the victory lap. Cannot get any better. Here we go, folks. Red flag means they want him to stop, but I'll tell you what, I think he's having too much fun, folks. There's your champion, 2012, Brad Keselowski. All right, next up, the green flag is on for Clint Bowyer. Clint Bowyer right now saying he's not ready. Well, folks, let's give you a few shout-outs real quick. Bronson Stafford watching from Ontario, Canada. Woohoo! Marisman, burnouts, let them rip. Well, we saw one car let it rip. Right now, it looks like Clint Bowyer has stalled. Clint Bowyer will not start, so Jimmy Johnson having to give him a push to get that 5-hour energy drink car started. Oh, there we go. Maybe they should do a tandem burnout. Jimmy Johnson having a little laugh behind the wheel of that car. Oh, poor Clint Bowyer. You guys there at NASCAR.com feel bad for Clint Bowyer right now. Out of this whole deal, this is one of the most fun things for the drivers right here. Susie Basemeyer, I'll give it a 9.6 for Brad Keselowski. Yeah, well, hey, I agree with you. Well, here comes 5-time, trying to give the number 15 yet again another push. A good sportsman. And folks, that is Clint Boyer driving that car. The girl that was hopping in the driver's seat is not behind the wheel. Jimmy Johnson. All right, folks, what do you rate that? Next up, Casey Kane in the Farmers Insurance number 5. A little weak by Casey. Okay, here comes the Biff, folks. Here comes the Biff. Oh man, that ain't cool. Wow. What do you think, NASCAR.com fans? I think that might get P1 right now. Brad Keselowski so far with the longest burnout, but I'll tell you what a crowd pleaser right there. Here comes Denny Hamlin. Not enough front brake dialed in. Looked like Denny Hamlin didn't have enough front brake dialed into that number 11 FedEx Toyota. Here comes Matt Kenseth. That was pretty cool. I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as we are. Lawrence says Chip is getting it done. Wow, I'll tell you what, pretty impressive burnout by Kevin Harvick. JJ on the chip says Riff 388, Laura 2409. Yeah, we just said Riff is getting it done. Here comes your champion from 2011. Smoke, getting it done. Green flag is out for the next one. Jeff Gordon. Oh, the crowd is going crazy for Jeff Gordon right now. As he comes through the smoke after his burnout in the Drive to Hunger 24. In front of the Wynn Casino and Resort. Pretty impressive burnout by Martin Truex Jr. in the Napa number 56. What do you guys think? Ricky Stenhouse, your nationwide champ. Is he going to do a burnout? No. There's Ricky Stenhouse, going to get in the back of Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s car. As we parade through the drivers right here, Jeff Gordon having a good time with his passenger, Tony Stewart with a microphone in the car. Tito, 3, pretty awesome that we got this happening right in the strip. Rob Blount says, Biffle wins, Biffle wins, he was awesome. Well, we think so ourselves. We got to say the top 2 most certainly has to be Greg Biffle and Brad Keselowski, the champion. Treasure Island as the backdrop right now. Poor Clint Boyer. Hey, here's the champ. Let's see if we can get his attention. A little wink from Brad Keselowski. I think that kid is having a little good time here. 28-year-old Michigan native. Thrusted onto the scene in the Sprint Cup Series with a win for James Finch Racing in that 09 car in Talladega. A NASCAR Nationwide Series champion with the Penske organization, and finally completing it all. Him and his crew chief, Paul Wolf, first time for a Cup championship for him as well, and that whole Blue Deuce crew. What a season. Look at this beautiful view here on the strip of Las Vegas, Nevada. Folks, if you haven't been out here for Banquet Week, you don't have to have an invitation to the banquet to have fun. So many fans getting unique opportunities to meet drivers and see special events like this one. Like, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader last week, yesterday. The pit stop, which is coming up next, I'm told. Oh, look out, folks. Hilaries, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but you said thanks for showing all the burnouts. Well, thank you for being on NASCAR.com. Rejoined us, folks. Glenn Boyer's back. And he's jealous he didn't get to do a burnout, so guess what he's doing right now? He's doing a burnout. Of course, the leader of the pack, the Miller Lite Blue Deuce, Brad Keselowski, getting thumbs up from the crowd here in Las Vegas, Nevada. There is Caesar's Palace. Who knows, there might be a mattress on the roof after tonight. They're going to burn them down tonight on the road here. Burn them down tonight after the lap. Make sure you check out after the lap. That is the event next on NASCAR.com. And let me tell you something. It's not PC. It's wild. Jeff Gordon breakdanced last year. Here comes the pit stops. Head official Darrell right there with the flag, stopping Brad Keselowski. This pit box right here, or that pit box. I think it might be this one. We'll see. We have 3 pit boxes right here designated. We're gonna have some pit stops. Here comes Brad Keselowski. Pit stops right in front of the famed Bellagio, where the fountains are. What a pit stop by Brad Keselowski. Oh, these fans loving smelling that burnt rubber. Smiles on all their faces. Yes, folks, right here behind these trees were the fountains, the famed fountains that you see from the Bellagio. Rocket skyward right behind those trees. A beautiful sight here in Las Vegas. Everything's pretty beautiful on the strip. Here's Jimmy Johnson, your 5-time champion. Right behind him, Casey Kane. There are fans in the trees here trying to get a good view. If you don't think this Miller Lite victory lap is cool, seriously, folks, this is awesome. Look at these fans in the trees. The fountains are starting to go off. You see it behind there. What a beautiful setting here for the pit stops. The Bellagio fountains and the sounds of NASCAR, stock cars. What a team sport right here. And you notice one of the most famous sights in all of Vegas is right behind us. And do you see anybody watching the fountains at Bellagio? No. Okay, I've seen it before, and it is awesome, so don't discredit it. But folks, everybody's watching these pit stops. Heck with fountains. Oh, we're having a good time here at NASCAR.com. Matt Kenseth rolling in with Kevin Harvick in tow. Jeff Gordon. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this live event on NASCAR.com. Make sure to tune in after this, after the lap. After the lap, I'm telling you, if you watch anything today on NASCAR.com, I promise you it'll be the most entertaining thing you've seen in a long time. Last year, Jeff Gordon breakdanced. Okay, enough said. Watch it after the lap. Of course, we'll have an end-of-the-day wrap-up of all the events on NASCAR.com like we did yesterday and like we do every day here on NASCAR.com. Martin Truex Jr. What a great season for Martin Truex Jr. No wins for this 56 group, but a lot of great finishes and a bright future for the MWR camp. Dale Earnhardt Jr., your most popular driver in NASCAR, voted for the 10th straight time. Unbelievable. Well, there's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in next year's new Ford, your NASCAR Nationwide Series champion. Of course, Brett Keselowski winning that championship. And now Stenhouse 2 years in a row. Jimmy Johnson posing for some photos. And showing off and giving us a little smoke show. You gotta love it. The drivers love NASCAR.com. Alex Tilley, NASCAR is awesome as they give their fans an inside look at everything. Alex Tilley, you are absolutely right. Hey, we're back. We're back at Planet Hollywood. Sighted tonight's After the Lap. We are almost completed with this victory lap. Look at all the people up on the bridge. Surrounded by people here on the Vegas Strip. What a turnout here for NASCAR Victory Lap. Of course, After the Lap is next. I got to be honest with you. I don't want to get off this truck because this is a lot of fun. But that's going to be a lot of fun once we get inside, too. So Cam Guy won't be joining you in a host capacity there, but I'll be shooting it, so I'll enjoy it along with you guys. I think we have one more burnout. What do you think? I think so. Brad Keselowski thrilling the fans here in Las Vegas on the Strip. The fans are going absolutely crazy down here in front of Planet Hollywood. They didn't get to see the burnouts at the win. All these fans on the bridge, what a great view they have of this burnout. Clint Bowyer going to try his hand at a burnout. Okay, you see the smoke, folks? Open up your mouths. That tastes good. That smells good. I wish we had smell-o-vision. Oh, 5-time, bringing a little flair to his burnout. What does Jimmie Johnson not do with style, folks? He dresses with style, races with style, and that was a burnout with style. Well, a short burnout for Kasey Kahne. Hector Martinez Ascado. We are going crazy in Portland, Oregon. Trey Chafin, nothing like the smell of burnt rubber. Go Clint. Mom DMB fan. Holy burnout Batman. Ding, ding, ding. Comment of the day so far from a fan. Mom DMB fan. Holy burnout Batman. Denny Hamlin going the long route for his burnout. He might go to the convenience store. Well, we have a few more drivers still left. That guy has a good seat. Oh, bring it, bring it, bring it. Bring that smoke. Yeah, you gotta love it, folks. Oh, yeah. Josh, you like that smoke? Tastes good. Tastes good. Where'd the car go? That's a lot of smoke right there. Hey, our champion, Miller Lite, tastes great, less filling. That's pretty much this smoke.
I'm thinking I want to go over here. I'm not going to get there to Las Vegas tonight.
Smoke putting on the smoke show here in Las Vegas. The victory lap presented by Miller Lite. Truex Jr. Michael Waltrip Racing making a big impact in this chase this year. Martin Truex Jr., a great season. Clint Boyer second in points. What a coming out party for Michael Waltrip Racing this year. Barn Burner 88. I'm sure you like this guy. All that smoke is clouding up my living room, says Barn Burner 88. A. Boyer 94. I'm supposed to be studying, but I can't stop watching this. Well, get your studying done in a few minutes. Make sure you have a little ice cream, study, and make sure you watch after the lap, but of course take care of your responsibilities as a student. But hey, you got all night, don't you? Stenhouse Jr. Hey, check this out. I think Darrell Wallace is driving this car. Young Darrell Wallace, his first taste in Las Vegas. The development driver of Joe Gibbs Racing. James Busher driving the brand new Chevrolet SS debut today. Check out some close-up views, including the new paint schemes with this car on NASCAR.com later tonight with the wrap-up piece that we'll post tonight or tomorrow. You'll see it. But some spectacular looking cars. You'll see the paint schemes of Tony Stewart. You'll see the paint schemes of Kevin Harvick, of Jimmy Johnson, of Jamie McMurray. Absolutely cool. I'm telling you guys, you need to see this. Drivers are getting out of their cars. That means we're going to launch out of our seat here as soon as we come to a stop. Look at this crowd on hand. Spectacular. Okay, we're going to step off this flatbed Batmobile here live on NASCAR.com. Always an adventure. Let's see if we can step in front of David Harrison here. Step in front of these guys here and make our way down. We got some photographers here trying to get down as well. We'll let them get off the truck. And you see the cars there and all the fans enjoying this great event. See if we can get our audio guy down here without tripping and falling. Okay, we're back on street level here, off the Batmobile flatbed. Let's mingle with some drivers here and see what we can see. What happened?
We covered all the bases. Tell you what, we got out there, putting on a good show. She died, wouldn't come back alive. Then all of a sudden it just decided it wanted to run again.
You made up for it, though.
Made up for it. But it was a confusing deal. I was doing burnouts. Half the time the left rear wheel wouldn't spin.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was a hell of a deal.
Hey, you still,
I'm out of breath.
You still look good, though, right?
I want to thank the boys back home at the shop.
Have a good time, boys. Here's Jimmy Johnson talking to Fred Keselowski. What's up there, bud? What did you think of the rookie champions burnouts? You got to see them.
I like the one donut rule.
The one
like
donut
10,
rule.
Yeah, 10, and then
1, 2, 3, 10.
He knocked the crap out of the sprint chase car.
The chase car's destroyed.
It is destroyed. Well, my friends.
Let's cut in front of here, folks. Let's see if we can grab one more word with Fred Keselowski. Hey, Brad, as we're walking here, tell me about how cool that was of an experience for
Man,
you.
this is one of the coolest things we do in Vegas. We shut down the strip, come out here and run, make some noise, and more importantly, make some smoke. And these fans love it, and I love doing it.
All right, buddy, have a good time after the lap. After the lap is up next, and Brad Keselowski and all these drivers will be having fun here on the Vegas Strip. See you guys. There's Smoke, last year's champion, and all these fans loving this great event. Folks, I'm Matthew Dillner. This is NASCAR.com. We hope you enjoyed it. Tune in just a little bit for NASCAR After the Lap. A great presentation on hand coming up. So, hey, stay by your computers. Until then,